Kings suffer massive blow hours after Russell Westbrook signing as $186,016,000 star suffers hamstring injury, October 15, 2025. The Sacramento Kings were riding high after making one of the boldest moves of the NBA offseason, signing former MVP Russell Westbrook to a veteran deal. Fans across California were buzzing about the new-look Kings, expecting an explosive backcoat and a deep playoff push. But just hours after the announcement, that excitement turned to concern as devastating news broke. De'Aaron Fox, the team's $186 million franchise star, suffered a hamstring injury during practice. The timing couldn't have been worse, sending shockwaves through the Kings organization and the entire NBA community. The shocking news that stunned Sacramento. It all happened fast. The Kings were still celebrating the acquisition of Westbrook, a move meant to add veteran leadership and depth to an already promising roster, when reports surfaced that Fox pulled up during a team workout. Sources close to the team confirmed that the 27-year-old guard grabbed his leg immediately and was taken for evaluation. Moments later, the Kings medical staff diagnosed him with a right hamstring strain, forcing him to miss time just as the preseason was heating up. According to early reports, Fox's injury is being labeled as moderate, meaning he could be sidelined for at least a few weeks depending on recovery progress. However, given his importance to the team's success and the sensitive nature of hamstring injuries, Sacramento is expected to be extremely cautious. A nightmare scenario for the Kings. The timing of this injury couldn't have been worse. The Kings front office had just sent shockwaves across the NBA by signing Russell Westbrook, aiming to inject veteran experience and energy into a young, fast-paced system built around Fox, Domantas Sabonis, and Keegan Murray. The Westbrook signing was meant to give Sacramento a dynamic playmaker off the bench, someone who could push the pace, lead the second unit, and bring a competitive edge. But without Fox, that plan takes a major hit. Westbrook and Fox were expected to share time in the backcourt, creating a unique blend of speed, playmaking, and pressure defense. Now, that combination will have to wait, leaving fans anxious about how long Fox might be sidelined and how the team will adapt in the meantime. De'Aaron Fox's impact can't be replaced. Fox isn't just another starter, he's the engine of the Kings' offense. Coming off a season where he averaged over 25 points and 6 assists per game, he was once again proving why he's one of the league's most electrifying guards. His ability to attack the rim, push the tempo, and create opportunities for others makes him irreplaceable. Last season, Fox led the NBA in clutch scoring, earning his first All-NBA nod and establishing himself as one of the brightest young stars in the game. His connection with Sabonis became the foundation of Sacramento's Light the Beam success story, a culture shift that revived Kings basketball after years of frustration. Losing him, even temporarily, threatens to derail that momentum. Westbrook's arrival takes on new meaning. When the Kings signed Russell Westbrook, the move was met with mixed reactions. Some fans loved the idea of adding a veteran with playoff experience, while others questioned how he'd fit in a system already led by a ball-dominant guard in Fox. Now, that debate looks very different. With Fox sidelined, Westbrook's role instantly becomes crucial. He'll likely be thrust into the starting lineup, running the offense and setting the tone for Sacramento's tempo. Westbrook, known for his relentless energy and leadership, has a golden opportunity to prove he can still contribute meaningfully on a winning team. The 36-year-old guard may not be in his prime anymore, but his competitive fire remains unmatched. If he can keep the Kings afloat during Fox's absence, it could not only rejuvenate his career but also strengthen Sacramento's locker room identity. Coach Mike Brown faces a tough challenge. Head coach Mike Brown now faces one of his toughest tests since taking over the Kings. His up-tempo, high-efficiency offense relies heavily on Fox's speed and decision-making. Without him, Brown must get creative with his rotations, possibly leaning more on Westbrook, Davion Mitchell, and Malik Monk to handle playmaking duties. Mitchell, known for his elite perimeter defense, will likely see an expanded role, while Monk's scoring punch becomes even more important. Brown has emphasized next-man-up mentality in team meetings, but everyone in the locker room knows the void Fox leaves can't simply be filled. The challenge now is to maintain chemistry and confidence while their star recovers. The locker room's reaction. According to insiders, the atmosphere in the Kings' locker room shifted dramatically after the news broke. What was supposed to be a day of celebration, welcoming a future Hall of Famer in Westbrook, turned into one filled with uncertainty. Teammates expressed support for Fox, with Sabonis reportedly visiting him after practice and Monk sharing an encouraging post on social media that read, "We got you, bro. Heal up and come back stronger." Westbrook himself, known for his fiery leadership, reportedly told the team, "We're built for adversity. Let's keep pushing." That kind of mindset will be critical in the coming weeks. The Kings are hoping Fox's injury doesn't linger, but they know hamstring issues can be tricky. Rushing back too soon could cause a re-aggravation and lead to an even longer absence. The financial and long-term stakes. Fox is in the middle of his 5-year, $186,016,000 contract, making him one of the highest-paid players in franchise history. His long-term health is the top priority, not just for the Kings' short-term success but for their future as a legitimate Western Conference contender. The Kings have been building something special since ending their playoff drought, and Fox is at the center of it all. Any extended time without him could impact their chemistry, rhythm, and even playoff seeding down the line. It's a delicate situation, one that the front office will monitor closely alongside the medical staff. Fans' emotional roller coaster. For Kings fans, this development feels like a gut punch. Just hours ago, social media was ablaze with excitement over the Westbrook signing, with fans dreaming of a fiery backcourt duo and deeper playoff ambitions. Now, timelines are filled with concern and well-wishes for Fox's recovery. On X, formerly Twitter, one fan wrote, "Only the Kings could have their best day and worst day at the same time." Another added, "Get well soon, Fox. Westbrook time until the beam lights again." The fan base remains optimistic but knows how vital Fox is to the team's identity. What happens next? The Kings are expected to conduct further testing and provide an official update within the next few days. Early indications suggest that Fox could miss the remainder of the preseason, and his status for opening night will depend on how quickly the hamstring responds to treatment. In the meantime, all eyes will be on Westbrook and how he fits into Sacramento's system. If he can step up and help keep the Kings competitive, this rough patch could turn into a rallying point for the entire roster. Final thoughts. The Sacramento Kings celebration turned into a nightmare in a matter of hours. What was supposed to be a day marking a new chapter, highlighted by Russell Westbrook's